What is up, guys? AJ here from Smith's Fitness. As you can see, we're in the home gym today and we are talking about shoulders, specifically some things that we can do to help them function the way they should, hopefully alleviate some pain and ultimately increase performance. Now, when it comes to the shoulders, we have three things that we like to attack in the gym. First up is how our upper back is shaped and our thoracic mobility. Next up is how our shoulder blades move on that thoracic spine. And then lastly, how our upper arm, our humerus, moves within that ball and socket joint. The first thing we're going to get to today is our thoracic mobility. Let's get to it. Now, we have 12 thoracic vertebrae stacked on top of each other with a little intervertebral disc in between, and they have a little bit of movement between themselves, but together they make a global movement which helps to elevate our rib cage and extend our spine. From there, it allows our shoulder blade to upwardly rotate so we can start to get above our head and have full shoulder function. So the first thing we're going to look at is thoracic mobility. The easiest way to do this, and the way I like to do it, is with a foam roller. We're going to chuck him down just above the middle of our back, about there. I like to go a big old hug, tell myself everything's going to be all right, and I'm going to get into some thoracic extension. The reason I like this is because it is true thoracic extension, and we're not asking our shoulder blades or our arms to do any of the movement. So it is true thoracic extension. Our hips are staying flat, and we're getting that movement through our mid to upper back. I want you to spend 1 whole minute just repping out, moving straight back and forth to start with, and then I want you to get a little bit of rotation happening as well by going slightly off center to either side. Like I said, we're going to go for a minute every time you're in the gym or every time as needed. Now that we've got some thoracic extension, it's time to look at how our shoulder blades move on our upper back and gain some control of that movement. Now, the easiest way to go about this is with a cat camel or a cat cow, call it what you want. We're in that 4-point stance, knee underneath hip to start with, hand underneath shoulder. And what we're working on here is protraction and retraction of our shoulder blades. So we're going back and together. You don't need to jam them together. Just start to gain control of that movement. When you first start, you'll probably want to bend your elbows a bit. Keep those arms straight, and our shoulder blades are moving back and forward around that rib cage. After you've done 15 reps of that, I want you to go hands higher than shoulder. So my shoulder's here now, my hands are out here, and we're going to start to get some upward rotation happening of that scapula, which is going to help set us up to go above our head. A little bit harder. We're getting that retraction, that protraction, and upward rotation. So I want you to do 15 hands underneath your shoulders, 15 out here with your hands that little bit higher. All right, we're 2 steps down. We've got 1 to go. We now have that thoracic extension through our mid to upper back. We have control of those shoulder blades. It's time to put them together and get some movement through that upper arm, that humerus as well. We're going to do an exercise called a halo. Now you can do these with a light kettlebell, a little plate, or a dumbbell like I've got here. Elbows are tucked, hands in front of your face. You're going to go out and around, and you're going to draw that halo around the top of your head. Just like so. I want you to do 10 each way, each training session, or each time you're working on your shoulder function and mobility. So there you go, guys, a 3-pronged attack to help those shoulders function the way they should be, hopefully alleviate some pain and ultimately improve performance. So remember, thoracic spine, scapular movement, and then putting it all together with some upper arm movement as well. If you've watched this far and this video was helpful, make sure you like and subscribe and chuck a comment down below.